Well, that sucks. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another post game here on Met Central, and the Mets lose 9-6 to the Houston Astros, and I'm just so livid because of the fact that every single thing that I've been talking about that still worries me about this team came to fruition today. I just have so many questions as to why a fresh arm was not called up, and also could this team just get some arms? Because how is it that every year this team just does not have enough arms in the bullpen? And this is the worst loss out of the recent stretch here, and that's where my frustration comes in. That's where I'm pissed off, because this game was right there for the taking for the Mets. Before we jump into everything, though, please be sure to leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're a Met fan, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live. I'm just beyond pissed about this one because of the fact that, like I said, it was in reach. The first inning, nothing happens, and then Jake Meyers hits a home run in the second. Bottom of the second, though, the Mets respond so well as you get Tyrone Taylor gets on with a walk, Vientos with a single, Iglesias an RBI single, tied game, Bader with an RBI single, 2-1. Lindor strikes out, but Nimmo with a double, 3-1. Martinez strikes out, but Alonso with a single, 5-1. So all of a sudden, and then Alvarez grounds out, but 5-1 lead. And then you get to the bottom of the third where Vientos hits a home run. And then what happens? Tyler McGill stinks up the joint because for some reason, this team elects to trot him out there every fifth day instead of various options that are in the minor leagues, whether it's Jose Butto or Christian Scott. For some reason, it's no. You get the ball every single fifth day, Tyler, because you've been here longer. We are going to keep running you into the ground until we get something out of you, because we still believe in you. For some reason, they believe in him. And I, at one point, was a believer in Tyler McGill, but he's 28 years old. He is what he is at this point. He allowed a single to Alvarez, got the ground out, hits Myers hits Myers with a pitch. You can't do that in that scenario. And then a double from Jeremy Pena, 6-3, and then a single from Singleton, 6-4. And that's the other thing that grinds my gears. It is not even the third time through the order, and it is not even the top of the Astros lineup doing damage to you in that spot. And that's where you lost the game, because at some point the top of their lineup was going to do damage, and it did at one point. But to let the Astros not even get to the third part of their go through the order the third time is what I mean. And for the bottom of the lineup to do this to you, gross. And I know the Astros have a deep lineup, but come on, what are we doing here? Tyler McGill he can't be out there every fifth day. Try him in the bullpen at the very least for now if you want to, but he cannot be in the starting rotation. It's just, it can't happen. Then the fifth inning, he struggles a bit. Got out of the jam at least, which is nice. But so it's like, all right, 6-4. But the offense not giving you much really at all. But yeah, I mean, they didn't give anything, honestly. And the Astros bullpen, the difference is they had the bullpen that shut it down today. And the Mets just had nothing from their pitching staff today because Jake Diekman blows. He comes into the game, allows a couple walks, gets a couple ground outs, but then Reed Garrett comes in and, oh, can he ever not locate the strike zone? Because heaven forbid we do that here. Must be the crooked mound, right? But Bregman with a single, and then it's 7-6. It's like, it's just embarrassing. And then you get to the ninth inning, and this is where the game was just truly over. Again, just continue to stink up the joint because Danny Young is in the pitch at this point, and it's like, how much more Danny Young do I have to watch in my life? And then, again, it ends up being 9-6 because Dubon gets a freaking RBI double. A base clearing one, or not base clearing one. He drove in two there, my bad. And then the ninth inning, I mean, just nothing there, and Hader just shuts the door. Just gross. I mean, I can't even be mad at the offense. The offense has been doing everything in their power to win games. Yeah, you could say Alvarez shouldn't go 0-for-5. Like, that's not ideal. But at the end of the day, he's been swinging the bat so well that I'm not going to hold him to one day where he doesn't, swing the stick well. Everyone else pretty much contributed outside Tyrone Taylor, which, why is he hitting 6 in the order? I don't know, especially if you're going 4 righties in a row. Actually, no, they actually have, like, all righties in a row. I don't know what I'm talking about here, but why is Vientos not hitting behind Alvarez? I get you maybe want to break things up in the lineup and not have a couple automatic outs in a row here, but Iglesias has been swinging the bat well to where it doesn't matter. Like, put Vientos up, and would it have made the difference? Probably not. That's my only complaint with the offense. Because, again, I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the fact that this team trots Tyler McGill out there every fifth day instead of putting him in the bullpen. And I'm mad that this team does not have any arms in their bullpen. I mean, Ty Adcock pitched the best out of the bullpen today. What are we doing here? And, again, Diekman, I mean, he has been terrible. This team desperately misses Brooks Raley in that bullpen. Desperately. Reed Garrett, I love what he brought earlier on in the season, but he's realistically a guy that needs to be pitching in way lower spots than this. I'm not completely giving up on the whole Reed Garrett thing, but there are things, obviously, that do concern me going forward, of course, with a Reed Garrett who's just not been performing as well. And then Danny Young, I mean, how much more do I have to watch this guy? How much more do I have to watch this guy until we accept that he's just not good enough to pitch in the big leagues? Like, I get that I'm being harsh, but man, they lost on the worst day possible. I'm just not in a good mood with the way things are going with the New York Rangers right now, which I'm gonna have a video on that. So if you're a Ranger fan, check out my Rangers channel, Rangers Central, after this. But regardless, yeah, I'm just livid when it comes to the pitching staff because of the fact that that's been my biggest worry for the past few weeks. It's not the offense, because, again, the offense will cool down at some point, and it's going to suck when it does. But at some point, your pitchers are going to have to step up, and they just have nothing going right now from the pitching staff. I mean, the starting pitchers walk the ballpark, and it causes the bullpen to have to come into the game early, and then the bullpen blows it because they've been taxed so much. Two, because there's just non-capable arms between the Diaz suspension, between Ottavino heavily regressing this year, between Brooks Raley getting hurt, between Drew Smith getting hurt, between Sean Reed Foley getting hurt, between, if you want to throw Fujinami's name in there, sure. But this team needs arms desperately, and they just don't have it. But that's really all my thoughts for this game. If you did enjoy the video, though, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're a Met fan. Turn on your notifications so you know I upload or go live, and I'll see you in the next one.